First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. This evening, the capper to this divisional round. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. And with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
Ready?
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Ready? Strikers, 3, yellow, 22. Ready?
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. To the 45. Terrific run. He's got this one down inside the 30-yard line. A huge play right off the bat. It's a gain of 49.
You talk about a big-time run right out of the gate. I mean, there was nothing special here play call-wise. He just found a crease, hit it, and he was off.
Go now. 10, right?
Love quickly out to Watson. And he will score! Christian Watson, touchdown Packers. And they get the first points of the game. What a way of starting, Greg. You get the ball, it's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. That's fielded just shy of the goal line. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. They'll run, and here's the rookie from Notre Dame. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Devon Fuller, there on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun is Brissett. A short one here, caught by McBride. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Right. 13, go!
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
So after giving up a touchdown to start the game, you hate to then turn around on your opening drive and give the ball back after a 3 and out. So that's a nice hard run there. Nothing fancy, but just maintain possession and get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
19, go!
On play action, Brissett. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
19, good! 20, good! Go!
To throw is Brissett. They'll look to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Brissett, and that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. So that's where the offense will take over. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go! Come on, 38! Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Come on. Ready?
On 2nd down, Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 60 reps. 60 reps. Right. 95.
1 quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. 7-0 is our score. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment.
On the double.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs, running left. And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here. Pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Set. Hut. Hut. Hut.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Crush, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Okay,
Right
break.
to get this to the 20.
Red, cycle.
Here's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Yellow. 43. Set. Hut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
McManus on for the Packers field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
We're set now on 1st down. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brissett. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
19. Okay. 20. Right.
To throw, it's Brissett on 1st and 10. Finishes through it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10.
19. Set. 19. Set.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Brissett, and he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
Bit of a risky decision there to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, but that's why it's so important that these guys can be active as runners after the catch. It's become a big part of NFL football, and a great example why here.
On 1st down, Brissett. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
2nd down, they need 7. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. He's going to go up top here for McBride. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
Here's 3rd and 7.
19. Set. 19. Set. There you go.
Throwing again, Brissett. That's left side. That's the tight end, McBride. A gain of 16 yards. It's an Arizona 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
19. Set. 19.
McBride is the motion man.
Go.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Arizona.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and They come away with 6, so that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready up.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set. 45. 1. Set. Cut.
That one thrown quickly. Locks it on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
The 50-yard line.
Set. Ready. Shot. 17. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Set. Go.
Now, this looks like a design run, and he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Here we go. Ready.
To throw is Love. That's caught. It's Marshawn Lloyd. And he will get into the end zone. Marshawn Lloyd. Touchdown, Green Bay. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry and the carry part, Greg. That was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will get out in front, 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's out of bounds. He's going to mark him at the 35. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup. And it's good for the first down as well.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front. But sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
19, go!
On second down, they'll run. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
19, go!
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Down.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
Let's go now.
A second down throw for Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Packers.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Okay, right? Here we go, set. Yellows.
Back to throw is Love. Moving outside the pocket, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. And he'll stop in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. Throw there is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient. but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Throwing on second down. Brissett. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. Call it a gain of 13. It's an Arizona first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
To the air again is Brissett. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 36 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Brissett gonna throw again. That's caught downfield by McBride. And he's in! Trey McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
An injured player on the field, and that is Micah Parsons, who needs some medical attention. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Right, 97. 52, blue. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and a yard.
22 needle. 10 black. Ready.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
First down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
From From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Blue striker. Hut.
He'll stay on the ground with patience. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Green Bay first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Ross firing to Golden.
So anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Ready?
On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lawrence. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Tackled there by Matt Wilson.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's a designed run. He works free, right side. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Touchdown, Packers. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running, and in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
Now Love getting the Packers set for this 2-point try.
Ready.
Will set up for the
60
2-point
red.
conversion.
60 red. Hut.
Now they'll set up to throw. This is Hunt. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Now Brissett throwing on 1st and 10. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass ball is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
We're set to throw on 2nd down. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Duvernay in motion. On third down, they'll throw with Brissett. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. They get 19 on that pass play. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a second down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it, but in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Man in motion is Smith. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 17 yards, the gain there. It's an Arizona first down.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. From the 41, here's second down and 7.
19, set. For 19, set. Hey, kill. Go.
Operating from the gun is Brissett. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
What can they do here on third down and 7?
Hey, kill. Rabbit.
Slot man in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Here's a toss, right side. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
Now, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Checking it down, this one is caught. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down, a pickup of 8.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
To throw, it's Brissett on first and 10. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
So second down, and they'll run it. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
That one is complete to McBride. And he will score! Game on! Trey McBride! Touchdown, Cardinals! He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for two. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43. Trouble, 38. Go. 22 needle.
Now flags fly. Looked like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into first and 15.
Let's go. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 reps. Cut, cut.
Throwing is Love. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
Here we go. Set.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on third and 16.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down.
Set. 10 black.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Ready, break.
Here's a second and 9.
Ready, cut.
They'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Third down and 9.
Field, black. Set, ready. 45, ready.
Now Love. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Come on, set, cut.
On fourth down, Love. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Here's first and 10.
Down. Black 40, set.
They'll run with Jacobs. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
Love going to give it to Lloyd. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory.
Ready.
It is first and goal.
Ready.
They'll run the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short. So, it's a win for the Packers. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now one step away from a Super Bowl appearance. We'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the conference championship game.